about you when they told me things, but my mind didn't change and I still feel the same. What's a life with no fun? Please don't be so ashamed. I've had mine, you've had yours, we both know.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of The Young
and the Wise.
It is your girl Nina Simone
and Felicia D.
Alright, and today y'all, we getting into friendships and how friendships evolve from when you're a child to adulthood. How do you maintain friendships? How do you navigate friendships in different seasons of your life? Because you know, sometimes what they be saying, life be life.
And friends be friends.
And
Period. Friends be friends.
Okay. But y'all know we always start off with the icebreaker. So today, just something a little light. We're going to do a rhyming game, Mom. So
I wish you would warn me about these icebreakers.
Yeah,
so I can
y'all.
be ready for it, but I guess that's
again,
what it's all
this
about.
is not rehearsed. I usually just tell her right when I'm telling you guys. She finds out right then. So, rhyming game. All you're doing is, I'm going to say a word. You say a word. I'm going to say a word. You say a word. You just got to rhyme.
All right, let's go. You know I love rapping, so let's do it.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go, baby.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Hat.
Cat.
Bat.
Rat.
Gnat.
Fat.
Flat.
Black. Look.
Mama, you can't hesitate.
Well, look.
You only get, okay, I think the rules were you get like 3 seconds. But that's even a little too long for me.
Well.
Okay, let's do another one.
Okay.
You start with a word.
Shoot.
Any word.
Hot.
Rot. Too long.
Yeah. Why are we doing this one?
Hey, Mama.
I mean,
I thought you would be pretty good at this. Because like you said, you be freestyling.
I am good at it, but I mean, at some point the words run out.
No, you just started with hot. Right? You couldn't think of nothing else.
Block. I mean, every time I say something, you laugh as if it doesn't.
Because you just take long. Okay, we doing it again. I'm starting.
Okay, but we're not recording. We're going to start over, right?
No. Why would we start over?
Why you going to put that? You going to put me out like that? No, ma'am. Look, y'all. Look. No, ma'am. Well, you got to stop laughing when I'm...
Okay.
Okay, now let me get myself
Okay, I'm going to start
together.
over.
Right? Because she trying to make it look like, I don't know. Look, let's start this over.
Okay, ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Camp.
Ramp.
Stamp.
Damp.
Ooh, lamp.
Cramp.
Dang it, you got me.
Period. Now, I know I had to sit up on you now because you like to laugh at me. Let's go. You got another one? Let's do it.
You start one more. Let's do 2 more rounds.
Can we do something else?
Oh my gosh. Mama, why are you acting like a brat?
All right, let's go. Tree.
Flee.
Bee.
See.
I guess I need to sit back so she can win one because I was laid back, relaxing too much on the last one. You want to go one more time?
One more.
Okay. I'm going to lean back.
Here we go. Ball.
Call.
Stall.
Y'all.
Fall.
Chaw.
What? Dang it.
I lean back.
You know what?
So,
you got me because I couldn't think of nothing. But what is chaw?
Girl, it sound good. Shoot. It's just like all these rap songs, they be singing words
Where
we
they
don't
ain't
know.
talking about nothing.
So, hey.
They ain't talking about nothing. You guys, my mom
Period,
is an infamous rapper, okay? She raps here at home.
I'm coming out with some, y'all. Be on the lookout.
But like she said, you really can make any type of music now. You can say anything.
You can say anything.
But what you said, you can say pop it, stop it, lock it.
Bop it, back it up, back it up, back it up, bop, 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 back it up, and baby, people.
Folks be in the club, pop it up, back it up,
All
pop
of a
it
sudden
up.
you see back it up, back it up, back it up. Yeah, they gonna be backing it up. They almost here.
That is funny. You really can.
But
And
really?
it's sad. They don't nobody be talking about nothing.
But hey, it sells.
It sells. Anywho, you guys, that was a fun little icebreaker though. That got us loose.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So again, we're talking about friends, all things friendship. All right. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Mom, do you have a story, or basically, how did you make friends? How was friendships back then as a kid when you were younger? Like, how did you make friends? Because I know us, we can just call each other easily. Y'all had to go outside and play.
Yes. And I mean, that forced us to, to
Connect.
have friends. And then y'all have social media. So, a lot of times you meet people there. We didn't have that luxury, but no, we were just a neighborhood. I mean, you were at school.
Yeah.
You would meet people there, and then that's how you would develop friendships. The people in your neighborhood were most of the ones you hung out with. We used to go skating almost every Sunday.
So, that's nice.
So you may go out to the skating rink and meet somebody out there and be like, hey girl, let's meet up here. We're going to be here on Sunday, and just to develop a friendship from that. And then sports we were in. Like I played softball. My brothers played football, so I would cheer. We would meet people there. So it's just different areas, different arenas, different places we were at where we would meet people. But mainly, I would say it would be neighborhood friends, people we went to school with. Those were the people that we ended up being the closest with and the ones we played sports with.
And how long did those friendships last? Because did y'all go to school with each other mainly from like all elementary all the way up?
Yes, most of us went to school from kindergarten all the way up till we graduated.
Okay.
So we went to school many years together, and some of us we still keep in contact with each other.
Really?
Yes.
Dang.
Some of us from the
When's the last time you've seen somebody since like that you went to like maybe middle school with?
Marilyn White and Kelly.
Oh yeah,
Kelly Johnson.
Okay.
They were at my dad's funeral. Unfortunately, it was a sad time to see each other.
Right.
But I got a chance to actually see them. I would love to see my friends a lot more, but due to me having an organization, working, I don't get to make it home as much.
Right.
So I don't get to see a lot of the friends that, they all still see each other. Like they'll go back to class reunions. I'm going back to the next one.
Okay, yeah, because you've been saying that too.
Yeah, the next class reunion they have, I'm going back to that. But yeah, we were just mainly neighborhood people. And like I said, we grew up together from kindergarten all the way up. So we played volleyball together, basketball together, everything together.
That's
and so,
nice.
Yeah, you meet people at school. And hey, from there, you go to their house, they come to your house, stuff like that.
So you didn't have a lot of, like, people moving around. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of friends, they break up because they moved or something. Y'all just kind of mainly stayed together?
Mainly, yeah. Because, like, we had some in, like, other areas, like I was telling you about in our last story with the ones that lived in the rich areas.
Oh, yeah,
We had a few of them that kind of moved out. But for the most part, baby, no. We were all...
Y'all stuck?
We stuck.
Like Chuck?
Like Chuck. We were stuck where we were at like Chuck.
Okay.
And we enjoyed it.
But that's nice because I know in my generation, I feel like, of course, we went outside a little bit. Me and Bae. But... people ended up moving. Yeah. It was a lot of that whenever we were growing up. We had our neighborhood friends, but we stayed in the neighborhood for a long time.
Yeah, most
of them left.
Yeah, most everybody left. You're right. That's true.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know if a lot of people that are my age can say that they've, that they grew up in the same neighborhood and like stayed there with their friends since high school.
Probably not.
I don't think so.
I mean, time has changed, jobs, opportunities, things are different
now. People be in
now.
the military, moving, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, things are different now.
Yeah.
Whereas for us, our parents was just surviving, trying to make it. So as far as getting up and just moving like that and moving, especially for job opportunities, it really wasn't like that. If you got a job, you just kind of stuck with it.
Yeah, now people up and move for that job.
Yeah. And then parents were a little bit different back then. Like, if we lived in a certain place, parents were just going to pick up and take the kids. We kind of got molded into where we were at, and parents were comfortable with raising us in those places. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it was different. Like now, some people just jump up and move now, regardless of whether kids, and the kids be changed from school to school to school to school, state to state.
I know that has to be hard.
Yeah.
I know that does, because I've met, even when I was in school, I met people that they were like, well, this is like my 6th school in how many years? I'm like, dang, you move every year? Yeah. You really can't make no friends.
Right, you really can't.
I mean, you can, but the longevity of the friendships really probably aren't going to be there.
Right, because it's hard.
Yeah, and a lot of those type of kids, I recall they had, not abandonment issues, but a lot of them had issues with kind of like making friends. It's like they didn't want to because
they knew they were leaving. Yeah.
Yep. So I was like, y'all didn't really have that back then.
No, we didn't have that.
Yeah.
We rocked. I'm telling you, from like you said, kindergarten all the way up. We graduated. All of us graduated together.
That's lit.
So, yeah. I mean, we had some fun.
And I mean, even when y'all took us out of the school in Richardson, and I was in the new district, we were in that district all the way from 3rd grade till I graduated. So I do have, I will say, I grew up with mainly all of my classmates until we graduated.
Yeah, pretty much. Sophie, Gary,
yeah.
Sarai,
And even
all
even the white students.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We all pretty much grew up together. Of course, drifted different friend groups drifted apart, but still, it's crazy to watch everybody grow up from when we were all in 3rd grade together.
Yeah.
We went to the same
school. Having parties at the house. Remember, we used to have the party at the house. Yeah. Your friends just come over.
Had the party at the house.
Yeah.
And y'all, it's funny because I forgot. I was just talking about that with somebody, and we were like, "Dang, we really were. We were really friends with the white students. Like we was kicking it with them."
Yeah.
And I do think that there needs to be better camaraderie when it comes to the whites and the blacks. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have friends of every ethnicity.
Yes.
Or be at least acquainted with somebody from every ethnicity. So do not, seclude yourself or isolate yourself just because
of race.
That's something that I've been learning here lately. Because Julia, the other girl that I have helping me with becoming her, she's Italian.
Yeah. I
would have never thought, what I'm saying, that I'd be kind of close with somebody that's Italian, you know what I'm saying? I would have never seen that because of the stereotypical friendship dynamics. Yes. But yeah, I'm grateful for Miss Italian, okay? Yeah. But yeah, with that though, you said that now you don't get to see your friends, of course, because of all the other obligations. Now you're a mother, a wife, pretty much a business owner. Stuff like that. We were going to get into that, but let's go ahead and get into that now. How do you maintain the friendship when y'all can't see each other as much?
You always have that understanding that even if we don't see each other, I talk to each other. We're down. You can call me. Marilyn them know. Kill them know. They can call me. I'm there. If they need anything, I'm going to be there. If I need anything, I know I can call them. You always have that. But as you get older, you tend to, if you're married, your partner tends to be your best friend.
Best friend.
So,
I see that live and in the flesh, you guys.
And it started from college, I think. I think Sparta became my best friend in college. We did everything together. We went everywhere together. So, he kind of replaced, like, the best friends that I would have had. You know what I'm saying? And
go ahead, but that's a controversial topic for like our generation. But go ahead first.
Yeah, so he became my best friend. So it feels good to know that I do still have those people that I can connect with, that I can talk to, that I can go with. But at the end of the day, my best friend is my husband.
Period.
I mean, we've been like that since college.
Like this.
Yeah, we've been like that since college, and the people always be like, "Dang, if you don't see one without the other." And
do you think some hateration? There was some hateration with that. Whenever y'all kind of
probably on both sides.
Really?
Yeah, probably on both sides because people probably felt like, oh, now she's with him, she ain't got time for nobody, or now he's with her. He
ain't got time for us no more. Yeah,
and it wasn't that. It was just that as you grow, life takes you in different places, and people are in your lives for a season. Yeah. Really like in your life for a season. Yeah. But not out of your life, but not in. Right. You know what I'm saying? So just because they're not in the everyday activities like they normally would be, doesn't mean that they're still not your friend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I still consider them, Marilyn and them, my dogs. I still consider them that. Marilyn, Kelly, a whole bunch of Stephanie, Kim, it was Keisha. Yeah. All of us, I still consider them, like those are my sisters.
Oh, wow.
At the end of the day. But my husband,
that's
just
friend?
my best friend. And
no relationship like it.
None like it.
Yeah. Okay. And so, like I was saying, that's a topic of discussion for like our generation, and it's the whole thing of like, some friends feel like whenever you get a man, you know, that you're neglecting them now. And I don't think that that's it. I think just like what you said, now this is becoming my best friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm connected to them in a way that I'm not connected to you all, you know?
Yeah. And then not only that, when you get in relationships like that, especially when you're married or you get in a relationship where you're really serious, it requires a lot of time. And then when you add children in with it, you do all that, you just really don't have the time to hang out and do a lot of stuff that you used to do. But you could pick up the phone maybe, you know what I'm saying? Or you see each other via social media, you know, you talk like that. But you lose so much time, and you put so much time and effort into, you know, your family, that it's not that you forget about them, you know what I'm saying? It's just that life takes you in different directions now, you know, and then you meet new friends, you know, also, you know, because since I've been here, it's just a blessing. You know, there's people on the track team that I feel like they're family. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah.
You know,
they've been here now for years.
Yes, and the reason that I'm still here, you know, so God, what he did, he doesn't take anything from you and not replace it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So when I left Arkansas and I came
left
here,
your family behind.
I left everybody behind. And I was saying, Lord, if I'm going to stay here, I got to do something. I got to find friends. And
outside of Dad.
Outside of him. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I do have people that, you know, I can pick up the phone and call if I need to talk. I have people on the track team that they're family to us.
Yeah,
you
they
know
are.
What I'm saying? Yeah. To me, they're family, you know. So, and I think a lot of times we have to, there's a distinction between friends and what I consider family. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know, and so Sparky's my best friend. He's somebody I can talk to anytime. He's my ride or die. If something go down, we going down. If we lose, we're going to lose together. If we gain, we're going to gain together. You know
they be, okay, first of all, they live together, right? They see each other every day. They be on the phone pretty much, of course not all day during work, but like, you'll catch them on the phone 3 times a day before my dad gets home from work and while she's working. I'm like, what is this? You know, I'll walk in sometimes and be like, y'all just can't get enough of each other, huh? But I guess that's where the friendship, like y'all are friends. As well as partners. Right. You know? As well as
partners, exactly.
So, yeah, like I think that especially in our generation, we do have a tendency to be like, oh, now that you got a man, you don't know nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whenever, because I know people said that to me when I had a boyfriend at that time. And I'm like, no, that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still talk, we still text, and first of all, they know I've never been a phone person anyways. So, you know, like, let's not act brand new here.
Right.
You just have to know your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Shamari. He's a phone friend. He knows I'm not a phone friend.
Right.
So there has to be some sort of balance there, compromise, because to make friendships work, it's still the same work as a relationship.
Exactly.
So you still have to be able to cater to each other's needs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he's one of my closest friends, somebody that I consider family, like a brother, you know what I'm saying? And he be wanting to be on that phone. He wants to call me every day. And and he knows that I'm like, I don't want to be on the phone, you know? But knowing your friends and the roles that they play, and each friend is going to be different.
Yeah.
And but I teared off. But going back to what I was saying about just because somebody gets a boyfriend, or if one of your guy friends gets a girlfriend, that does not mean that you guys are not going to see each other ever again.
Right.
So the whole dramatic thing about you don't ever make time for us anymore, blah blah blah. I mean, the friendships, they work both ways. We all have to put the work in. If we want to schedule something ahead of time, I mean, now that we're getting older, we got to schedule stuff ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't just be, hey, let's pick up and go. Unless that's just the lifestyle we're able to live. But most of the time we can't. So, yeah, I thought that was a good topic to touch on, because relationships versus the friendships, that can get a little bit sticky sometimes. But on another note, so with you maintaining those friendships and everybody kind of knowing where they stand in the friendship, you've never had like a needy friend, huh? You would say.
I wouldn't say I had a needy friend.
Like, you've never experienced
but you know, I've lost friends because of the relationship I had with your dad.
Really?
Yeah, because during our relationship, at the beginning, we had some struggles, and the people that I'm a loyal friend.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't have a lot of friends.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm loyal. I'm down for you. I'll do anything in the world for you, even if we don't talk every day, and I want that reciprocated. So, if Dad and I had an issue, and I come to you as a friend, and I'm explaining that to you, I expect you to listen, give me your opinion, and I eat the meat and throw the bones away. Mm-hmm. But I've had a friend that pretty much just stopped dealing with me because although I had the issue with Dad when we were younger, I chose to stay with him. I chose to stay. And so there are people that just come into your life for a season, and for whatever that season is for, whatever they're there for that season, they'll feel that, and then they keep it moving. And I don't take it personal. Right. I really don't. I just think that God has people in your life for a reason and for a season. Yeah. And when they're gone, and a lot of times I don't even blame them because, the enemy can use anybody, you know what I'm saying? Hello. Just to try to cause problems and drama and stuff. So I don't fault them or anything. It's just when our time is up, it's up.
Would you give advice to, okay, this is me, I guess. I'd give advice. If you have friends that are, okay, you get in a relationship, right? You cannot tell your friends all the business. Mm-hmm. Is that what you were doing?
Yes, I would tell you
at that time.
Yeah, I would. I mean, not family, friends. You can't tell anybody all the business. Yeah,
they get too invested.
Right, because what happens is at the end of the day, we're human. Mm-hmm. So, like when you're telling me stuff that's going on with your relationship, you're gonna get over that. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get over. You're gonna be with him.
And I'll stay with him. Right. And you're like,
and I'm still looking at him like, boy, I remember when you did this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you can't tell everything. You have to be selective in what you tell.
Because your friends will get emotionally involved. Right. And
and that's okay. Yeah, they're fine. Supposed to. Yeah. Yeah. But you do have to be very, very careful with what you tell. I learned that with my family. I learned that with you.
Me too. Because you guys, honestly, besides the close friends that I do have, like Sophie, Ashley, Blessing, Shamari, Derriere, it's like, out of those people, Brennan, it just depends on, well, Brennan don't be sharing his business either. So they don't really tell us their business, but those are some people that I would tell, my business to. Right. But besides them, it would definitely be her. And I'd pretty much be telling her the full story. Them, they got most of it, but they didn't get the full story of what was going on in my relationships or whatever. And I know some of y'all may be like, well, why would you even, some people were like, why would you tell your mom all that anyways? But at the time, she was the one person that I felt like I could confide in. Well, I still can, but that I felt like I could confide in that much to where I didn't mind telling her all the details.
Because as you get older, you're getting older. So your dad, your brother, and you are best friends. I mean, you're still my daughter, but at the same time, you're at the age now where we connect with each other on a different level.
On a different level, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Still respect.
Respect, right.
What the pastor say? Reverence.
Yes.
Still there, but yeah, it's definitely a different connection than when I was 16 or
right.
Yeah.
See, so now you're grown, and so that's why I say relationships and things change so much. You know what I'm saying? There's so many reasons why it changed and why there's disconnect and why, because you get comfortable with where you at. My son, my daughter, I talk to y'all more than I talk to them.
You do.
We on the phone, we be on a 3-way. You know what I'm saying? Like your dad, your brother, all of us, we on a 3-way.
At least once a day.
We're talking. Yeah. So
at least once a day. If I'm not home, because now we both are able to work from home, but if I'm not home, we'll definitely be on a 3-way or even a 4-way.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 of us with the dad.
Anytime that I'm not home, it'll be a 4-way situation. But if I'm home, then I'm downstairs with her a lot of the time, and we're on the phone
with your brother,
or with my dad.
Yeah.
I know it'd be like, some people, from the outside looking in, that could look like, what in the world? But, like,
that's a formal relationship.
We just, that's how locked in, like, we just locked in like that, right? And, I guess we're blessed for that, because not everybody's family could
do that, right?
Could say that. So, okay, but as far as me, I don't think I've ever dealt with a needy friend either. And I'm glad, because I know there are some people, from what I hear, where they experience a needy friend, where the friend is always like, well, you can't have other friends, kind of like that sort of friend.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I've never experienced that, because that would just be too much for me anyways. But another thing too, remember, I used to always I still do tell you this sometimes, like, why I want a best friend, you know what I'm saying, like a best friend,
right.
And again, like Shamari, he's like my brother. I consider like Ashley and Blessing and them, Sophie and all them, like sisters, you know what I'm saying. Brennan and Samaj, they like brothers, but I want like a best friend. And I'll be telling Shamari that too, and he'd be like, I am your best friend. Right. And I'll be like, no, it's different, you know what I'm saying. And I'll be telling you that, I'll be like, why? I think I've asked you, like, why is it so hard for me to have like a best friend, you know what I'm saying? And why do you think that is? Because I wanted a sister too, maybe that could fill that void. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, I want a best girlfriend.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's what you see.
Maybe.
Because you see social media again.
Yeah, that's it.
And you see girls that are friends, and you see
they be going on trips, taking pictures.
Right. And you have that. Yeah. You have that where you may consider them sisters. Yeah. But technically they are some of your best friends.
Yeah,
that's been with you for a long time.
Yeah.
Ride or die. Y'all have slept in hotel rooms, the same bed on top of each other, packed in rooms together.
And then you got Lyric and Notoria, who are, those are like sisters too. Right. Of course, now with them being in motherhood, it's different. But in college, me, Lyric, Notoria, we was rolling. Yeah. And
so it's just really, it depends on how you want to define friendship.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because you really do have what you're asking for.
That's true. But it's like, I guess, and it's funny I'm saying this, because I'm not even a going out girl. Right. So it's like, girl, you see these friends out and about with each other, or, just out and about with each other. Now, the taking trips thing, I do want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I want to do girls' trips and stuff like that. But like, I'll see girls just going out together, like as best friends, and I'll be like, that's not even what you really want to do. Right,
because I feel like you're going to probably be like me. Whoever your mate is going to be your best friend. Mm-hmm. Because you don't do anything. So you're like me. I'm comfortable with wrapping up. You see me now with my little Christmas trees up, with my blanket on me. This is me. This is what I go to work, and I do whatever I do with our track team. I look forward to our trips that I take with the track team. That's
true.
I can't wait till the summer.
That's
I can't
like my social life.
Right, my social life is around my track family. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I enjoy. Other than that, if I'm not with the track family, and we out kicking in Arkansas with my real family, then I'm over here at the house chilling. I ain't trying to go nowhere. Too lazy to get up and put on a dress to go to the club.
Oh yeah.
And so you're probably going to end up like me.
Yeah. I could definitely see.
Yeah,
that.
because you have everything you're asking for. You have best friend, and you have friends that go out.
I do.
You just be like, I don't feel like going nowhere. I gotta drive.
And you know what? That's why they stopped asking me to go out. I feel like, I talked about this. An episode is dropping of Becoming Her, and I talked about this with Ashanti and Dom, but I'm gonna touch on it a little bit here. Like you said, I have friends that go out, right? And I would feel a way sometimes when I seen them go out and they didn't invite me. Right. And it's like, girl, we knew you was gonna say no anyway. Of course, I don't tell them that, you know what I'm saying? But that's that used to be an insecurity for me, and now I just be like, whatever. But at some point, not too long ago, I used to be like, why don't y'all invite me? And I used to tell you that.
Yeah. I'm just saying, they be thinking like, First of all, Nene ain't going to work. And then second, if she does, we got to go pick her up. She went way and didn't.
Ain't
She don't
trying to
live by
drive.
nobody. She ain't trying to drive.
Definitely ain't doing that.
So
But
I don't think they mean anything by it. They just know.
they know my role.
They know your role.
Basically.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, know your friends.
Yeah.
That's important. And I guess they know me. Because most of the time, I am going to say no. I don't want to go.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? So, but now at this point in my life, I'm definitely very content with, spending time in my room, doing what I like to do in my room, which is binge watching a Netflix show or...
This is what she loves to do. She loves doing a podcast.
Oh,
she loves talking.
I've definitely started to fall in love with podcasting and just talking and having conversation because, we have conversation anyway.
All the time,
so why not? And then another thing too is I wanted something that could separate me from dance a little bit. I think that my identity was so drawn into me being a dancer that I almost was like, what else am I good at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of had to finally start. I was like, what's something I could put some energy into something else? You know what I'm saying? So that way dance is a separate thing and I don't get burnt out.
Right. And
so soaked up in this industry pursuit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I think that I'm glad I found this outlet.
Yeah.
But
and you never know who may hear it, who it may help.
Yeah. Yeah. And like we always say, if we impact just one of y'all, that is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
We're not here for the numbers, the views.
Yeah, we're definitely, y'all know by now, we're not into that.
Because I'm gonna post, even if I only, my last YouTube video got 20 views on it, 30 views on it.
Baby, please. I always say, you just need one.
Yeah.
You just need one.
And if, like I said, if it impacts one of you guys,
it's got to be more than just about numbers.
We've done our job.
Yeah,
so
more than just about numbers.
We're almost done, but a few more questions for you, Mom. Mm-hmm. Let's get the mother's wisdom. So how did you handle friendships fading? Well, I guess you kind of already said that because you said you didn't take it personally.
Right. Well, back when I was younger, it was a little harder. Yeah, it was then.
Okay, my age. Think back to like my age. Maybe not even then. Well, you didn't care back then at 26?
Girl, I was in the house same way.
Oh, because by then you were with Dad.
Yeah, and you reach a certain age where, like I said, even young, by the time you're 26. So you reach a certain age where you're like, you know what? If you don't want to be bothered with me,
so be it.
Yeah. Because I'm here for it. But if you not showing me the same, you know what I'm saying? If you're not reciprocating what I'm giving you, then deuces. And I don't mean that in a bad way.
Right.
I just think that, you should never try to force friendships. You should never try to force people to be around. You should never try to force yourself on anyone. Yeah. It should be genuine.
Yep. And so with you being, say you were younger, right? And this was maybe middle school. How did you deal with friendships fading? Like, can you even remember a time where you maybe had...
I remember more or less when friends moved away.
Oh, dang.
That was, when they moved away and they were going on their separate ways or they passed.
Dang, at a young age.
Yeah, James Green, one of my closest friend. Closest friend.
How?
Passed.
Oh.
Car accident.
Oh my goodness.
Flipped over. I was in college.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was telling you about when I went up to college. But that's mainly moving away and stuff like that. But I've got people that just, don't talk to me, no more.
Mm-hmm.
You
didn't find it weird?
I may have at first, but I guess now, that's many years ago.
Yeah.
But see, so now I'm just so I just believe that whoever's supposed to be a part of you or connected to you, they are. And not that it doesn't hurt when somebody, not that you don't think about it. I'm human. Mm-hmm. So it's not that I don't think about it and be like, wow, but it's just like you got to let that go. You got to let it go. You got to move on. But what I've always found out is that whenever, watch how God works. Whenever somebody is removed out of your life, you don't really recognize it.
Not at first.
You don't. But they've always replaced with someone else.
Yeah.
And then just because they're leaving for that season, don't mean that they're not going to. I have people that I may not have been friends with, I fell out with, and we friends again.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and people be like, girl, I can't believe you still talk to them about what they did. Baby, I got to forgive.
Oh, and that was next on the list. That was next. What advice do you have? Well, no, this says the importance of forgiveness in friendships.
You have to forgive. You know, you have to be willing to forgive. And I know everybody say like, well, you did this wrong to me, you do it again. You did it. People are human.
Yeah. And you ain't perfect.
And we're right. We're not perfect. And there may be some things that they do that,
Now you can
depends on how, on how deep what actually happened.
Because you can love them from a distance.
Right. There's some people you have to love from a distance, but there's some that, genuinely were good people but made a bad decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just have to be willing to forgive. Even if you decide to love from a distance, you still have to forgive to be able to move on. If not, you'll be, how depressed, and they're going on with their lives. And you're still worried about them, baby. They ain't thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to let all that stuff go, because as the older you get, the more people are going to come in and transition in and out of your life.
Yeah.
That if you take it personal every time somebody leaves and you hold on to that baggage, you're never going to grow. And you're never going to replace people, because you're not going to trust anybody. Because you're still dwelling on the past and what people did to you in the past. Mm-hmm. So my advice is, when somebody does something, forgive them. Genuinely forgive. And if you know that you didn't do anything wrong and that person wronged you, pray for them, forgive them, and keep it moving.
Move on.
And I'm good with it, because y'all be like, you still be speaking to these people after what they did?
Because the Lord is still working on me. Now, I be telling her, like, ain't no way.
Now, back in the day now, we probably would have slinging wigs. You know what I'm saying?
But that comes with wisdom and maturity.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But now, I can do it. Yeah. And I can see that person, hug that person, and genuinely not even care.
Yeah, not even be mad at them at all. And
people be like, you still talk? I'd be like, yeah.
That holds no weight for me anymore.
Baby, I can't allow anybody to block my blessings. And then I have to look at it, is there something that I did, and what I can do in the next relationship to make sure if there's something I'm not doing. Like, I may have somebody that call me all the time and I don't respond. Then I have to think, like, you know what, I got to pick up the phone and call these people back. Yeah. I have to consider what I'm doing, too, that could make people walk away and be like, you know what, forget it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think relationships, friendships, it's all about just learning the other person.
Yeah.
And trying to understand. Because if you don't try to understand that person, I mean, it's the relationship or friendship is never going to work.
Yeah.
I've even had certain issues with, or confrontations, I guess, disagreements with people that that are my friends, and like her. Well, no, some of these people weren't friends, but they kind of did things that rubbed me the wrong way, or said, it was either did or said, and for me, I'd be like, I feel like I let it go. But the way forgiveness is, you'll know if you're genuinely forgiving somebody. Right. And I think that's something that I'm still working on to this day, because I kind of struggle with that. I'd be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm really bad with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll tell you, like, I don't even want to go.
Yeah.
If it's just going to kind of interrupt my energy or my peace, disrupt my peace. And, I don't want to be around somebody that I feel like I'm going to have to be fake with. When really, in reality, it's just that, Nina, you haven't genuinely forgiven them yet.
Right.
And you say you have, but you haven't. Because if you have forgiven them, you could easily go be around them, give them a hug, and keep it moving. Yeah, now, we may not sit at each other's house and break bread together, but I can be cordial enough to say, hey, how you doing? And that is something that I have to get better with. You got to pray for me about that, because I be want to stay at home sometimes and not go certain places because I know that, me and a certain person
Right.
may have disagreed and they may have said something that I didn't like.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, they could have did so much worse.
Right.
But they just said something you didn't like. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they really just harmed you
Yes.
anyway. But words affect people too.
It does.
So.
And like I said, all that comes with age.
Yeah.
And maturity and just growing up, and you just start thinking like, I got too many other things to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
I got too many things I'm trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
And if it ain't positive, I can't do it.
Yep. And me and Julia just talked about healing and letting go. So all of that is a part of the same thing.
Yes.
And she made a great point. You give a man 20 chances.
Yes.
Like you can't give me 20 chances.
Yeah.
And of course, 20 is kind of overdoing it, but still, like you get the point. The point is, if you can forgive that man
Yes.
a bunch of times, you can go ahead and forgive your sister in Christ a bunch of times. You know what I'm saying? So, something that I'm working on for sure, and we'll get better with time. And I just have to actively practice forgiveness.
That. Yes.
Honestly, so.
And then you have to be a good friend.
I was just gonna ask that too.
The only way you have to be a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be loyal. You can't expect to be friends with somebody, hang out with them, talk about them to somebody else, then come back to them and do all that. Do unto others you would have them to do unto you. You know what I'm saying? And I just always feel that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Any tongue that rises against me shall be condemned.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just try to treat people the way I want to be treated. Mm-hmm. You'll hardly ever hear me, if somebody talking, nobody can hardly ever tell you they hear me say anything bad about anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I try not to. You know what I'm saying? I try not to go there. I try not to do that. Because I know how I want to be talked about with other people.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Because most of the time, if you're gossiping about somebody, if you're in a conversation and they're talking about another person, they're probably talking about you too.
Right.
More than likely.
So what type of friend are you? You know what I'm saying? What are you bringing to the table?
Look in the mirror.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Look in the mirror.
And I think I could definitely be a better friend in some aspects. As far
we
as
all can.
Like talking. I don't like talking on the phone.
Yes.
But I'll do it for a man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think about those things. I'll be like, Nina, now pick up the phone. If so and so calls and wants to just talk for a minute, if this man called you,
you're gonna pick up the phone. Yeah.
Yep. So it's like I do need to get better with that for sure. But as far as anything else, I'm a loyal friend. I'll give you the shirt off my back.
Yeah.
If I got some money and you need it, I'll lend you. Now I ain't always gonna have the money, but there's other ways I think that you can show up in friendships.
Doesn't have to have anything
or relationships.
There are a lot of things you can do as far as friendships that are free.
Pray for them.
Yeah.
First of all,
that's free. So whenever you're looking at friendships, ask yourself what it is that you want from a friend, and are you giving that to other people?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we could mend a lot of relationships that way. If everybody would look at what they want and see if they're giving that. And if you're giving that, then you're going to meet people that's going to reciprocate that.
Yeah. Yep. So any of my friends that may watch this and be like, I'm saying it because I know that I do need to hold myself accountable and be better in that area. And then just be honest with your friends. Friendships require honesty, just like relationships do. So if there's something that you need out of your friend, that they may not be giving you, just be honest about it.
Yeah.
Closed
mouths don't get fed.
Do not get
fed.
So
if you don't talk, it's just like a relationship.
Yeah.
If you really want to have friendships, it's just like you would be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? With a guy, the one that you're married to or dating. If they don't know what's bothering you or hurting you, they can't fix it.
They can't. They can't read minds.
Right. So at least talk to them and give them the opportunity to make the change. And if they don't, then okay, maybe it's not worth it. But you have to talk. Communication is the key to any relationship. I don't care what it is. Communication is the key. So talk to the people you're around. Talk to your friends. If you have an issue, go to them, not to someone else.
Yeah.
Go to them. Talk to that individual. Don't talk to, if you're in a whole group and there's a bunch of y'all friends, don't talk to one friend. Go to that friend. So that way that friend gets the message from the horse's mouth.
Yeah. Agreed.
You know, go talk to that person.
Agreed.
And then if it's something where it's a group of y'all that are friends and all of you all need to get together and talk as a unit, you know, do that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying ways that you can mend relationships, continue to keep relationships growing, have long-lasting relationships, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Mama, real quick, right? I know growing up, you used to tell me and Bae, you used to be like, watch her, or keep your eye out on him. You used to say stuff like that. And that makes that, at first we didn't understand it, of course. We're like, what are you talking about? We don't, they don't seem that way, not to us. So is that a motherly instinct that you're able to just kind of like pinpoint when somebody's not a real friend?
I wouldn't say motherly instinct, I would say discernment.
Okay. So there's a difference, because yeah.
That is something that God he's given me the spirit to discern.
Yeah.
I see people.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I mean, some people love it because they say it's an advantage to them.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not because I can see people. And I will tell you all the time. I will tell you and your brother, I'll say, watch it. And y'all be
right.
And then, because I know, my spirit, I can feel it. You know,
That's
and
so
it's even people that I deal with now.
Yeah, you do it now.
I do it now, and I tell you, I already know. You know, and I see it. I see them. I see straight through them. So it's just a spirit of discernment, and I thank God for it.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of times it's like, with that, to whom much is given, much is required. So with that, He gives me that, but I have to use it the right way.
Yeah.
You know, I see you, but I don't react the way most people would seeing you.
Right.
Because He's giving me this gift. I just have to sit back and listen.
You can warn
discern.
us, but
right. That's with you, but that's also with myself.
Yeah.
There's people that I deal with that I know.
They're not really for you.
They're not for me. There's people I'm around, and I know it. I feel it. It's in my spirit. I know.
Wow.
You know, and so I just leave it at that, and they may feel like, oh, but I know.
You just move accordingly.
I just move accordingly.
Yeah, that's something that I'm definitely praying for, is more
discernment.
So
your spirit would, I know.
Now there's some people I have told you, you know, where I'd be like, I'm not too sure about her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as I'm getting older, of course, but I want to be able to do it like how because you be knowing.
Yeah.
You've been knowing since I was young.
Yeah.
And even to this day, you be telling me like, do what you want with that information. But you know what I'm saying?
I'm not
like,
gonna force you.
How does she now?
I would tell your brother the same thing, and he would be like, Mama, I'd be like, Don, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Because we don't see it, but whatever she see, and it's crazy. Like, y'all might think I sound crazy, but I was telling Julie about this too. My mom, she'll say something, and like, she'll say, just watch, I told you what's gonna happen. And it'll happen. And my dad even finds that fascinating, because we're just like, not that she's psychic or anything, right?
No, nothing like that.
But it's just crazy that she can kind of like see that stuff before it happens. It's not, like I said, it's not psychic, but it's just like discernment.
It's, and like I said, it's a gift, but at the same time, I'd be like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think it's because, you know, one of my gifts is speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
You know, so I try to use that a lot. You know, a lot of times that could be how God's given me what I'm speaking, you know, as well. But yeah, I have the discernment. That is something I've always had ever since I was a little girl.
Really?
Ever since I was a little girl.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
so this wasn't something that just happened.
Just happened. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always known. You know what I'm
there
saying?
Was something different.
Something different. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys, sometimes there's mothers out there that are discerning mothers. Make sure y'all are listening to them, okay? Because most of the time they be right. They be right. They're not going to lead you astray, especially if they're led by God. So
yeah, and the last thing I want to do is break up relationships or say somebody's a bad person. I don't want to say that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when it's given to me, I'm gonna say it, and that what you do with it is on you. You know, but I will look, this is what I'm getting. eat the meat, I always say, eat the meat, throw the bones away.
Yeah.
You know, but it's up to you what you want to do with the information I'm giving.
Well, there you have it, folks. From a discerning mother.
Praying mom.
Yeah.
Not a perfect mom at all.
No.
That's just a gift. We all have gifts that God has given us, and you know, that's just something He's given me.
Yeah, and I'm here for it, okay? Because I be needing it. All right. Before we wrap up, another thing I'm grateful for in my friendships is that we're all God-fearing. And, you know, we have our group chats that are centered around Bible plans. We do Bible plans together, just stuff like that. So I think, you know, just for anybody out there that may be younger, and you're looking for your tribe, a friend, you're looking for your tribe, your village, whatever it may be. You know, be selective of who you call a friend, and you have to be very, very smart about putting your energy into the right friend group, because sometimes, again, we talked about this last time. I was hanging around the wrong circle, and not where they was getting in trouble, but you know, the wrong group of people. I was trying to fit in somewhere where I did not belong. And so in a real friendship, you won't have to do that.
Right.
So.
And then your friends it may not be a friend. It could be a family, you know, because like my family, we're close.
Yeah.
You know, my sisters, then we don't talk every day. We in group chat. Every day, sending group chat messages, look at this video, sending that. But, you know, and I think that's why I've kind of gotten so comfortable with my life, because I have my track family here. I have my family in Arkansas, you know, and I consider everybody not friends, but family. You know, so just that one friend, I don't have just that.
Yeah.
My husband and my daughter and my son. As far as best friends, like, you know, but as far as just like people in my life that God has put in my life, that has blessed us with, you know. Family, you know, and I love that, and I'm loyal to them. Yeah. And like I said, there's some that are loyal to us. There's some that have been a part and they're gone now, you know. And, you know, we enjoyed them while they were there, you know. And so it's just accepting the seasons. Yeah. With who's in it with you. Enjoy them while you have them.
Enjoy the moments. Because you never know.
Enjoy the moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all we have for today, you guys. I think this was like my favorite episode, Mom.
Yeah, because
this was a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one because it's something that we really people never really genuinely talk about as far as like, you think of friendship, you know, but there's so many other relationships, you know, that really are friends, but it all depends on how you describe what your definition of friend is. Yep. When really these people that you're saying are family are friends.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah.
You know.
So I'd be like, them my sisters. Girl, them your friends too.
Yeah, they're your friends, you know. So that's why, you know, when you say, I don't have no friends, I'd be like, I really do.
You be like, yes, you do. I be telling you that too. I'll be like, Mama, you ain't got no friends, but you do.
Yeah, I'll be like, every time I go to track park, I go out of town, I travel out of town. That's my family. Yeah. You know?
Because it is genuinely like a family, but of course we're not blood. So yes, you're friends. Yeah. But yeah, I think this was a great topic today.
But when you do find good people, genuine people that are, you know, there for you, that not just monetarily, but to pray for you, just have your back. Hold on to those people.
Ride with you.
Yeah, when you got people that are going to genuinely ride or die with you, is not asking you for nothing, don't want anything from you, but just to be loved and show the reciprocation of what they're giving you. When you find people like that, hold on to them, because the world we're into now, it's what you can give me, what you can give me.
What can I get out of this?
What can I get out of this? And if they can't get nothing out of it, they're gone. You know, but when you genuinely find good people, good-hearted people who care about you, you know, love you for who you are, regardless whether it's good or bad, you know, and if you go down, they're going to be there to try to help pick you up. If you lose, they're not going to talk about you, you know. They know it's just life.
Because we go through seasons.
We go through seasons. You know, when you find good people like that, man, hold on to them. Because it's hard to find now.
Yep.
Hard to find.
And that is navigating friendships in different seasons of life. I think that, like I said, I think that was our best one so far.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy we talked about this. Y'all notice we got the little Christmas blanket.
Yes, y'all. You know, the Christmas season. I got Christmas all around me, baby. It's time.
I'm gonna do one of my videos is gonna be like a little house tour where I kind of show you guys basically the Jordan residence.
I'm sure y'all seen it in the videos when she dancing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it down this year though. I am gonna take it down.
It ain't coming down. It ain't coming down. But yes, we're in the Christmas spirit, and happy holidays for whoever. I don't know when you'll be watching this, so I'm just gonna say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and yeah, we thank y'all.
And go be a friend. A good
go
friend.
be a friend. Okay,
go be a friend.
Go call one of your friends right now, actually,
yes.
or text one that you may have not spoken to in a little minute.
Yes, I one that you've been mad at. Say, you know what? I'm sorry. It ain't even
that deep.
It ain't even that deep. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And yeah, we thank you guys for listening in or watching, because you could be doing anything. You could be anywhere with anybody else. So we just appreciate you guys for taking the time out to listen in or watch. And we hope to see you back next week. Got anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. See y'all later.
Won't get you like I will. My only wish is I die real. Cause that truth hurts and those lies heal. And you can't sleep thinking that he lies still. So you cry still. Tears all in a pillowcase. Big girls all get a little taste out. Pushing me away so I give her space out. Dealing with a heart that I didn't break.